Well, anime fans, I'm back with another video, finally reviewing actually, My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission. The most recent movie in the My Hero Academia series, coming out back in 2021, when Season 5 was airing. More simply, when Season 5 was on the re-air. Right? It came out in 2020, I think. It comes out yearly as. So, my first time watching it, good! But not as good as the others. Fun fact, they don't explain much about the whole... They don't really explain much about the whole thread of the film. A lot. I'll get to that reason. So, yeah, they didn't explain the reasons they... So yeah, the timeline of this film. Most likely during the work study arc. When Deku, Todoroki, and Bakugo were doing their work study under Endeavor, the #1 hero. Which I didn't talk much about in my review on Season 5. Mainly because the Harish Todoroki family. It's a good episode. And it's got a second part in Season 6. So yeah, I don't know if I might be able to start watching that tomorrow. Who knows? May have to wait till I got downstairs for a change though. Cause Steven's probably still here. God, I really don't like him. Really don't. Right. Oh, pardon me. So the film opens up in a center of a base, underground base, where the leader of a group known as the Human Rising. Yeah, the Human Rising. A group that does not... The opposite of the anti-liberation of the Meta-Human Liberation Army. Yeah, Liberation Army. You know, the Meta Liberation Army wants to liberate users of quirks. You know, to raise the restrictions they get to use. Quirks are natural part of the body. While the humanize are the opposite. They hate quirks and want to get rid of them. Believing they're diseased. So, as we see one of the members running away holding some sort of case. As the group launches their attack, gas starts pouring out entirely in the city, causing some quirks to go haywire or something. Yeah, it's a thing. They don't explain it well. The sub doesn't explain it well. Maybe the dub isn't either, I don't know. They don't really explain it well. Like, did the people already have quirks, or did they have a quirk gene inside them that just, or did it give them quirks? So that's one of my problems. They don't explain much about this whole thing, like if it affects non-quirk users or people with quirks. You know. And also, it affects quirk users, but they didn't show any signs of having no specific. Sometimes the quirks are unless with random people, you can just see the quirks physically, or elements of it. It's an excuse for the creator to do some original stuff. I wouldn't mind if this film wasn't canon. Well, again, I wouldn't mind still, but it's a lot of people were confused how this fits into the timeline. When I watched it, it just takes place during the work study, the work study secondary, the second work study. I mean, you know. Before the gang had to leave. Honestly, it takes place during that. Because it can't take place directly after the season for a lot of reasons. Else, actually was set up during that specific storyline. So obviously it takes place during then. You need to make a slight cameo in an episode focused on Sue and Uraraka. Which I assume is a anime original episode as well. So yeah, one of the people wasn't affected, and a member that says that he's been liberated, that he's killed. What's that mean? As we then cut to that night, where a bunch of players are playing in all different countries, where all of our main characters are there, but the film actually does not focus on them. The first film focuses on a select group of characters. Second focuses on the entirety of Class B 1A. This film mainly focuses on 3 characters. Other characters do some bit in the background. They don't, not fully in the film. They don't have screen time. Well, the other 2 main characters don't get as much screen time as Deku, but they get more of a prominent role in the film. Oh wait, they get sweeping new outfits just for this, but only used at the start. Yeah, after this part, you won't see them again. Which is disappointing. I get it, they only need to wear their actual outfits. Yada yada yada. So yeah, so heroes invade the locations of the human rights group. I said whatever. They find something called trigger bombs, what we saw earlier. Yeah, no, they don't go into detail about what it does. We just saw the effects of it happening, but they don't even give us an explanation. And here's another problem. They do have an excuse why they're there, but it's not a reasonable one. Like how this information come across, why they decided to do this in the first place. You know? Hey, after they raid the bases, they can't find any trigger bombs. Show what's going on. Again, unique title card, no narration. Yeah, movies 1 and 2 always had a narration by Deku about quirks and stuff. After the start's done, setting up the main plot, setting up the main villain. So yeah, that disappoints me. But I do. Well, actually, it doesn't really. I'm just saying. But it's pretty unique. It showcases all our characters. Some of them are not even doing work studies. Bit misleading, like Ojiro. You know? Like, most of the characters are back at UA. Yeah. Aizawa, Ida, Bispo Girl, Nina, I think. A couple of our characters are still at UA. So yeah, I don't have a problem not focusing on all the characters. They get good episodes themselves. Like I said, I don't care who gets focused on. No, this is a good story. And yes, the story is good. They just not give much explanations. After the opening, we cut to a new character just for the film. A young boy a kid named Brody, who is poor and looking up to his brother and sister. And he has a bird called Pino. As he leaves. He's asking the bartender for a job. He's given one. As he heads off to do his job. And this is an Ophion. Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki are doing some errands. Bakugo's pissed as usual. Then a robbery happens, causing the three to chase after them. Bakugo goes after one of the villains that split up, while Deku and Todoroki go after the other. So yeah, the villain passes the stolen goods to Brody. As Deku swats it, goes after him. Leads an entire chase with the city. Meanwhile, the guy, a member of human race, gets attacked by a mercenary who has a quirk that's a bow. Yeah, comes from her fingers. That's actually pretty cool. Like, I like how quirks can be used. You even get to see some unique quirks. So yeah, the car crashes, and Deku tries to special catch Brody, in the commotion, Dr. Briefcase and grabs it back. Deku chases him all the way onto the train tunnel. Todoroki is checking out the accident. So Deku insists on seeing the briefcase. It's just a regular briefcase. Where's Deku on his knees apologizing? So, please show up and start shooting. No. Shut up. Why though? Honestly, because of the whole thing, but why are they attacking? Deku has no choice but to take out Brody to save him. He's not sure what's going on. I think they're in a safe place. Deku contacts Todoroki. And trying to explain the whole thing. What Todoroki explains to tells Deku something shocking that he's seen right now. Deku's on the most wanted list for killing 12 people. But Deku never does that. Someone's definitely up. Todoroki tells Deku to, once he's done with his bow, take the battery out so they won't be able to track him. After Deku explains the whole situation, what happened. So yeah. Right. Brody has no choice but to work with Deku. As he had to escape those mercenaries. Alright, All Might's working with the government or something, I don't know. Again, they don't give much detail on what why do they need to figure this out. They don't even give us a history on the entire terrorist group. And they don't give us explanations much. And that's not good. It'd be okay if the characters already established in the series. But they're not. They're new characters. So no origin. We don't get a backstory or nothing. We only learn about the villain's motivation. And later on in the film during the climax battle. So that... So much is sad. Bad. That's not good. It's supposed to give us explanation. We need proper information to get through this. Like, we did see what happened. We understand it's a threat. But we don't get explanation of what it affects. You know? If it affects people with quirks to make them go haywire, while also giving giving someone the quirk gene. It actually might be interesting. Interesting plot. Do reverse. Where not quirkless humans get able to get quirks, and the characters have to stop them. That might be a plot for another film in the future. What else? We don't know anything about the fourth film yet. It's probably in development alongside alongside the next season. So we're just kind of wait and see. But it's gonna be the first one I see in cinemas, so I'm excited for that on that day. Any analysis. Right. So after that, Angela goes in to ask why. Tries to question the police of why Deku's on the most wanted list. Where's the evidence? But he refused to say. It's revealed that the police chief is actually a member of the group of the terrorist group. Whereas in that case they want to cover it up, but it's normal documents and stuff, so why? About the film, we learn a bit about Rhodey himself. His dad was a well-known scientist. Spent him. But one day his dad just disappeared. Found out he worked with them with the humor eyes. God, that's such a stupid name when you say it. And well, because of that, a lot of people stopped hanging out with them, treating them coldly. Even got kicked out of school and their house at home. Just because their father is associated with a group. It's not their fault. So that's the harsh realities. Anyway, Deku managed to send a call to Todoroki about where they're going. They're going to the neighboring country, Clade. Because it's a different jurisdiction, the police can't do anything. So, Todoroki and Bakugo go out, but had to shake off some guards first following them. And they board the train and Todoroki explains everything to Bakugo. What information together. Meanwhile, all the other people are believing Deku. They know he won't do something because they know him. So, yeah. Deku and Rhodey managed to find a place to sleep for the night. Because if they give the case back, they could be dead. That night, Rhodey decides to do something stupid. In case the case contacts the police, just give them it. When Pino wakes Deku up, he figures what's going on quickly, heads off. Someone who supposedly works for the police shows up. He wanted to get back the case, but the mercenary decides to try and take him out. Just in case. Deku goes in to see them, ends up battling him and the arrow mercenary from earlier. Deku getting pierced by an arrow. But for now managed to escape. Deku's not wounded deeply though, because the arrow also hit his bone, which was in that specific spot. So it's not a serious wound, but he is still injured for a while. Brody asks why he saved him. But Deku says it's just something he wants to do because he's a hero. So Rhodey and Deku start to bond a bit. Rhodey tells Deku his name, Rhodey's soul. And Deku introduces himself, so Rhodey calls Deku Deku. So yeah, they kind of become friends. As they head off in a truck the next morning to Clade, Ivy chit-chatting and stuff. They managed to ride the border, but God. So Rhodey decides to get the case to Deku to take there. Yes, probably without injury, Deku won't be able to get him that far. It's going to do that. But just then they're attacked by the same arrow mercenary, this time with a different person with her. End up fighting. Seems like it's tough though. But in the end though, two from it, Bakugo and Todoroki managed to show up to help. Yeah. The mercenary, seeing a failure, decides to commit suicide. Yeah, she literally just jumps out the helicopter. No ability, nothing. She just falls. She kills herself. She was willing to die and give information. So I should say, when Deku found someone in the case, more simply under it, a puzzle. Ronnie knows the puzzle though. He solved it once when he was a kid. He did it once when he was a kid. In the puzzle, contains a data card and a memory card or something. 2 stuff. So they head to the town there. Based on reports, it goes to the leader, but it says it's no matter since they can't do anything since now they're in Clade. They can't come back. As repairs for stuff. And informs the heroes that there are trigger bombs all over the place, and in 2 hours they'll explode. So heroes quickly get to work, but end up being confronted by members of the Humanizer. So, the four characters, Deku and the others, search on the drive, discover information. The guy that died, that was in the accident earlier, was a scientist who was kidnapped to force them to work on the trigger bomb. He was partnered with another scientist who has a familiar name, Soul. But we don't see a reaction out to the characters. We don't see Rhodey or Deku's reaction straight away. Like, we do go a flashback to that reaction, but that's not good. We don't get a shock. At least we could get a shock expression with Deku. So, a little bit of a disappointment there. Anyway, what continues on the other drive is a shutdown code. It's able to shut down the bombs. And the trigger bombs are traps for the heroes. Once they go off, the heroes will be down. And the quirkless will rise. So Rhodey managed to drive them and take them to the location of the base. As they fight off some goons. But they end up splitting up though, with Bakugo staying outside the fight. End up fighting one of the stronger members, who are twins. With sharp, retractable blades. Well, whip blades more typically. Todoroki also stays behind too during the corridor to face off against more members and another strong member. And it's a strong fight. And Deku ends up fighting against their leader, whose quirk is reflection. Any type of attack is reflected back at you. That's a powerful quirk. That will definitely be useful as a hero. Reflect the villain's attacks back at them. I think that's a pretty useful quirk. But, as he says, because of that quirk, you couldn't touch anyone. So gave up and thinks it's a disease. Trying to say that quirks are diseases that hurt people. So yeah, Deku's in a struggling fight. Broly seemingly betraying him, but we get a flashback to the barn scene when Deku was asking Broly what his quirk was. Feel that Pino, the bird, is his quirk. Wherever he's feeling, Pino tells his true feelings. So basically not able to lie. But Deku doesn't think it's useless. He thinks it's pretty cool. So yeah. Broly heads off, even though getting injured, just his best, or Deku fights off Kitsubake. Bakugo and Todoroki manage to win their fights, but are unconscious. And Deku's got some wounds too. Todoroki's fight wasn't as severe, as in he hasn't got any cut wounds or even no blood spell. Yeah, it's just scarred with some scratches. That's all. The black marks you see when a character gets hurt, not as bad to get bleed and stuff. So that's interesting. With Deku's struggling fight, but Broly unconscious. I can't believe he's still here. So he's staying 2 nights? If he stays the entire week, I'll be pissed. I really do not want to be downstairs with that twat. I don't like him. He's a thief. Right. The Deku's motivation to win. He uses one for all 100%. Something we saw in the second film and in season 5. 4. Sorry. Season 4. My bad. In the end, wins the fight. Broly managed to, thanks to Pino, managed to shut down the bombs. Everything's safe. And Deku really can laugh about it. So yeah, they're coming for their injuries. Did good work. And departure day, they can really have one last goodbye. It's truly good. I do like Broly as a character. He is sympathetic. And tries to turn his life around and get a good job. So after the departure, Broly gets a job at the bar. Alright, now that his father is dead, he just did it to protect. He was also kidnapped. So he did what he did to protect his family. But it also caused them harm in the meantime, though. And, well, that's where the film ends. That was My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission. Overall, not a bad film, it's good. But a lot of things, some things that just hold it back. Me. These are the first two films. They do good reasons for explanations. I definitely doesn't really get an explanation for why he's there in the first. Why he's at All Might in the first film. But that's explained away in the episode. So we got excuses why other characters were there in the first place. And excuses why other characters couldn't help. And with the second film, with excuses why everyone is on a specific island. And well, we don't really get Nine's backstory. Sadly, I mean, Nine was not a great. I think about it. Nine wasn't that compelling. He had brilliant fights. But we don't know about his past. He must have been a regular villain if he was being volunteered for experimentation. So yeah, but he had one of the best. It's a pretty good fight in this film. I like Shonen Jump movies. They have great action. I recently watched Film Gold. It's good. Action is good. I like and Nami being sort of focus in the film was interesting. Slight, not entire focus, just slight. As she meets up with an acquaintance of hers. And when the Spy Family film eventually gets to the cinemas this December, when it finally officially releases worldwide, properly though, on TV, on streaming services and stuff, then, because I'm really looking forward to that actually. Like, Spy Family does have some action, but it's mostly focused on a rom-com in a way, or a fam-con, what they call. It's a family comedy in a way, because, well, it's just a focus on family dynamic. An action fan-con. That's my nickname. It's a fun little nickname. So, anyway, well, I just hope World Heroes Mission is good, but, like I said, not much explanations are in the film for certain things. We don't get a detailed explanation on the Trigger Mom. We don't get a good explanation why specifically the heroes are working together for this one. You know, why any work study students from UA are allowed to help. They don't give us a reasonable explanation or flashback to them talking about it. We got one flashback, but that's it. No dialogue in that one. So, just wish they got through better. Our villain kind of sympathetic. He's not really much threatening. So, that's my thoughts on the film. Some of you may hate my opinions, but it's a free country, guys. Well, where I'm from anyway. Also in America, but I need to quickly say this well. Don't criticize someone's opinion. I understand if you like something they hate. That's understandable. It's their opinion. People have their own allowed to have their own opinions. No need to get frustrated over it. Been seeing a lot of problems with YouTubers lately. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy my content. Please hit the thumbs up button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel. You'll be able to see all videos that comes in the future. My last My Hero Academia future for now. After this, will be on season 6. I do not know if I'm doing it tomorrow though. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it tomorrow. I may take a break. But I may plan to do other reviews in the meantime though that day. We'll see. But looking forward to when the 4th film eventually gets announced. I'll be better than this one. Right, thank you guys. I'll see you guys for the comment down below which class 1A of you, which 1A student which character from 1A is your favorite. Students only. Teachers don't count. So sorry, Aizawa fans. I should do a poll on this channel about it. You know, asking which members of class 1A your favorite. 5, 10, 15, 20. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time for Demon Slayer and Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. Kill Phoenix out.